name me some of your top movies from your. How many movies do you have?
Hundreds.
Name me
Hundreds.
your top three.
Top three. Uh, The Godfather 1
Mm-hmm.
and 2 might be better than 1,
Right.
but I like 1. Uh, Give me Malcolm X, and I'm gonna keep that third one open. I'm gonna meditate on that during the interview, but
Okay.
there's several in that third spot though.
Okay. So speaking of movies, right?
Yeah.
You use black film,
Right.
music,
Yeah.
poetry, art
Right.
in your
For
curriculum.
sure.
Can you explain that
For sure.
deeper to why they give you that whole hip hop moniker as being a
For
professor?
sure. For sure. Well, when I first started teaching the class, it was around the time that I started my PhD program in
Mhm.
educational leadership. Now, as a black male, I know that a lot of us are interested in hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? So, it being the youth dominant culture, it only made sense to me to utilize it within the classroom. So, one semester I decided to use, you know, videos, movies, we listening to albums, and we're gonna correlate the subject matter in the media with the subject matter in the book. Because if you're teaching at a historically black institution, I feel like blackness should be incorporated in everything we teach. So if I'm teaching mass media, we're gonna discuss black representation in media. You know what I'm saying? So one semester we did the whole Blaxploitation film thing. We watched the Mac, we watched Superfly, Mandingo, just to understand that era of when we were first being showcased as the protagonists in motion pictures. You know what I'm saying? Then we turned around and watched Menace to Society and Boys in the Hood, which was, of course, during the Hood movie era. And then we ended the semester with a discussion on the 1980s, what was going on in between the Blaxploitation era and the Hood movie era, to kind of come to an understanding of how things got to be where they are right now. So I've done that. Right now, I'm utilizing the documentary series on Netflix, Hip Hop Evolution, as
Mhm.
kind of like an additional text. 16 weeks in the semester is 4 seasons with 4 episodes. So we watch an episode a week. And at the same time, we're listening to the music that's correlating with the eras that's being discussed in the episode.
Mhm.
We're watching movies that are correlating, like the West Coast Gangster Rap unit. We watching Boys in the Hood,
Mhm.
but we listening to the Chronic, we listening to Doggy Style, and we listening to interviews of artists from that era that can document, LA gang culture and the effect that it had on the subject matter within the lyrics, which is similar to how the industry exploits Chicago gang culture today.
Right.
So it's always a continuous cycle as far as culture is concerned. Like nothing is new, and you can see that in the youngins, the way they sample in the music. And we
Right.
talk about sampling in my class, and a lot of times I introduce the songs that were sampled for the hits that they love, and they like, oh my God, I never knew this existed. And that's the whole point of the class, so that you understand what you're listening to.
All right. So bringing on that point, right?
Right.
So you understand what you're listening to. We understand that hip hop as a whole communicates to us,
Facts.
and it originated communicating